Oh, Ryder won't get up in the tractor. There he goes. Just needs a little help. Boost. So today's plan is we are mowing the rest of the alfalfa down. We don't have as much acres as we did as first cut because we planted corn in about 50 of the acres. So we've got, I don't know, 40, 45, right under 50 acres to lay down today. So that's what we're going to do this morning. And then after that, we're going to come back. I'm going to drop this moco off. I'll rehook up to the AGCO baler. And we're going to bale some straw this afternoon right across the way from his parents. So it's real easy, real quick. It's right down the road. You can't get any closer than that. We're very grateful for the farmers letting us do that. Some of you guys asked about the straw. We do not do straw unless it's close to home. A lot of the farmers end up just, scattering it or burning it off, so it's not always a quick option for us. Not to mention we're always going hay going on, so it doesn't really always time out. But it is this time, so we're going to do it. We're going to be a very busy week, so I hope you guys are buckled up and ready to go. And there's a truck. So today I kind of thought maybe I would go through some of the questions you guys have been posted to my channel. I tried really hard to reply back to everybody. Most of you guys have been with us for the long haul, but so many of you guys are new. So welcome to Wieczorek Farms. We are a first-generation farm family. Jason and I both grew up in the farming aspect, but my family farm got sold when I was in high school, so I really thought as a senior I was like, never gonna get to farm, but God had bigger plans for me, and here we are, farming for a full-time job. I left my finance career at the end of 2018 at Jason's much persuading for the better part of a couple of years. I finally kind of let it go. Oops. I let the career go to start focusing on family, the farm, and a whole lot of other different aspects in life. And then this grew. So I started with the blog and just putting my mind out there, sharing my story, and now it's all of this. The corn, I don't know if you guys can see the corn. Let me just pop you around. Look at our corn. It looks so good. So this is different than like your traditional seed corn. This is for silage, so it doesn't matter if we got a little bit of bare spots. It's gonna make, it should average, when you plant corn silage, it averages 18 to 22 per ton per acre. So I'm really anxious to see what it does. So what I'm gonna do, and hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing, because Jason's got his bar a little bit different than I am. I'm gonna run in the C range, just because that's what I do. These mowers swivel both left and right, but generally I don't run to the right. I always run to left. This tractor, you have to bump the throttle up before you engage the PTO. So, because it's kind of a beast. And everything you do from the time you mow sets it up for whoever rakes and then whoever bales. So, if you screw it up when you start mowing, then it kind of just makes it all for not much fun when you go to rake it and bale it. The straighter the lines, the better off you are. Obviously, we don't run with auto steer. I mentioned that on my Instagram. We create our own AD lines. Jason really likes the Moco 946s. This is a 2019 model. I think that's what the tractor is too. It's a 6145M from John Deere. Several of you guys have commented about the color scheme that we run. It's not necessarily green or red or blue or orange for all you guys, Alice guys, like Travis. It's all about the dealership and how fast we can get parts out here. The closest Walmart is 45 minutes away. So the fact that we have a dealership for John Deere 15 minutes from the house means a lot. They are really great to work with. They're Side Sugar Noble partners in Curryville. They keep us running we can get parts ASAP when we need them, and that is a huge, huge thing when you're down and got to be, you know, back to mowing and raking and baling on a time schedule like we are. Some of you guys have asked about how many acres we do for hay. We do roughly about 500 acres of hay. 100 of that was alfalfa, but we took some of it out for our corn silage. So when that multiplies 4 times a year, you know, you're looking at 400 acres of alfalfa then, so you guys can kind of do the math. We do try to run second cut as much as we can. Last year, the timing got thrown off, so some of the fields only got 1 cut, like this one behind us, and we ended up using it as some winter grazing pasture because this farm that we bought in 2017, where the cows are, the creek farm, it butts up to this place that we're baling alfalfa, or mowing alfalfa on right now, and this ground right behind us, and then the 25 acres of alfalfa. It's all in one nice, really good circle, so we have a good range. Oh, this is not good. Jason's already out of the tractor. I really hope this phone didn't go down. This is also the reason I am running this one, because he's had to work on that one for a while, and I don't always know how to listen to if something is not working correctly. And he may just be out checking it too. But there is a big hole here, and I hit it last time we were mowing, so I'm going to slow down. Because I really hit it last time. Like, really bad. And it jerked me around pretty good. I'm going to end up lifting my mower over it because it hits pretty hard down in there. I'm going to lower my mower back down and get out and see what's going on with Jason's. This doesn't look good, guys. So this alfalfa is blooming, and we have to be really kind of mindful of that. This is a really good second cut stand. It's a little yellow just because of the weather we've been having the last few weeks. It's rained. Hey, look, there's a bee. There's a pollinator. These are our friends. But I'm going to stick you on the mower and you guys can kind of watch how it works.
those stands. There's no food. Got her pulled out.
So it's going to be very noisy because of the kind of day I've had. I broke out Jason's back glass window while mowing. And then I got the baler and tractor stuck. So we're running in four-wheel drive. It's been real fun today. And we're having other issues. Stroll. Hi, ladies. Happy mamas. New grass makes you happy, huh? This looks good. Almost can't see the mineral tub.
And in here, and then you could probably go to the bottom, to that bottom, and then you go to the wood pasture, and then the second middle one, third middle one, here, next middle one.
Corral panels.
Yeah, that'd be the corral panels, and then the next one would be
Behind the barn.
The hydrant pasture behind the barn, and then if you just did a circle like that, if we could draw it out on a map, that would be your rotation. That way you'd be hitting every paddock, and if you need to go to another paddock like we just did up there, because we messed up our rotation, we went here and then there, and now we had to bring them back another pasture. Then you bring them here. You just, if they don't need to be on a pasture, you just move them to the next one.
Skip one.
Skip one, yeah. You just keep going. But as long as we keep that rotation,
it should have enough days between.
It'll just be a continuous cycle.
Circling.
They'll be going each way.
So it's a beautiful night tonight.
This field here, I think, has a lot of late season grasses. Like, I think it's actually.
Well, yeah, because didn't we reseed it?
Well, it's got some buckhorn, but it's gonna have like, I think it's gonna have some of that barnyard grass like this.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be surprised if you don't start seeing some foxtail out here, just because we did winter at that pasture, that hard.
Just have to make sure the horses aren't out
I
here.
did seed it, but I don't know if anything's coming up. Typically, when you seed orchard grass, you ain't gonna see it till next year.
Right.
I mean,
That's just the name of the game.
It takes a while to get established.
I know Suzanne was having problems with hers.
Yeah, well, you ain't gonna, I don't know. You just don't typically, you ain't gonna see orchard grass very much.
Well, the difference is this isn't hay ground. So when I'm talking paddocks, I'm talking cattle paddocks, pasture ground. I know somebody commented about me talking about the difference in paddocks and field ground. But to me, this is grass paddocks because we don't hay it.
There's some oats that's still coming up right here, though.
Volunteer oats?
Well, maybe, but that might be Timothy, too. Actually, this one right here, it kind of looks like that. This one, and it's got his little bitty Timothy head on it. Look
Yeah.
at his Timothy heads. They're little bitty. With their head out.
We're going to come see some Timothy babies. Baby Timothy. Jason's giving us a agronomy lesson. Yeah. It's so
So if you can kind of see the color of those blades, then you can kind of match it up with other ones.
So what's this then?
That's barnyard grass. And this is, I don't think this is, yeah, that's Timothy. It's just pollinating.
And then we got our clover.
But there's a difference in, that one would be Timothy too. Let me go over here and grab your buckhorn plantation. This is buckhorn plantation. This has a same, like, it's kind of like a Timothy head, but there's no leaves. Okay?
Yeah.
Right, so maybe come back over here.
Are you learning lots, Keaton? Are you going to take over the business someday? Yeah.
And this one has a leaf. That's a Timothy head. So
So
they look similar, but they're not.
So Timothy has a leaf.
Buckhorn plantation won't have a leaf.
Is that
Where's that? Where were those other ones? Where's those little Timothys? Oh, here.
right here?
These are the ones showing. They'll be a little bit easier to show. Try to find one with the head. See? This has leaves. This one doesn't.
And is this just native Missouri grass?
It's a weed.
Oh.
It's a weed. And
Well,
if you, like, in our hay, if we try to bale this, we cut it off here, and within 3 days when you're trying to bale, you'll be having green grass. These will be brown. And if you have a bale full of these, your bale will be brown, and there will be no green in it.
Okay.
Even though it's green now,
But-
it dries.
Okay, the difference between for cattle pasture though, the cows will still eat it.
Either one. It's a weed. Either one.
But they will eat the weeds.
And then this is ragweed. This is ragweed. There might be another term for it, but it is ragweed. That's what we call it. The cows will eat this, but
It's got to be in the right.
a couple of years ago, this is all we had growing was these. So we just kept brush hogging. If you can brush hog before it seeds, that's your best deal. The cows will eat them, but then again, you don't want a field full of them because it will choke out all your other grasses, and it won't let your other grasses grow because there's so much shade.
And why do you have so much of the ragweed on this field, on this pasture paddock?
Because we wintered some cows here a couple years ago. They were knee deep in mud because we have a wet winter, and
we unrolled a ton of hay.
It basically killed all our grass, so
just chokes it out.
It just choked it out. But now we're starting to get some
good grass
back in here. These cows that come through, they'll nullate this, and we'll take it down to about 6 inches, and then we'll move on to the next paddock. This is probably about an 8-acre paddock. This is a little bit bigger because it's kind of like a triangle shape, but
most of our
head out there that they'll take it down in 2 days.
Most of our paddocks are 5 to 7 acres. This one's just one of the little bit bigger, 6 to 8, with the program that we're doing. But we have how many head are on over there since you combined them all?
There's probably about 70. I think there's 74 cows and 27 calves.
I wasn't too far off because I was guessing 75 head,
and then exact count too, and then
which would be right because you have 74 cows and Slayer out there.
And then the rest of those cows, most of them are, the other half of them will have calves this fall.
And it'll be our last fall calving.
Except for if we have the yearlings, which are way over there, and we decide to AI them this fall, and then on their first term or their second term of breedback, they would have a longer wait.
Oh, that would be
instead
good.
of.
I think I like that idea. I like that idea.
But you could AI them, or you could throw Slayer in with them this fall.
And they'll be big enough for Slayer by then.
They'll be bigger this fall anyway.
Actually, I don't know if you guys can see them. I'll zoom in a little bit. But there's the yearlings he's talking about right over there on the other side of that hill.
There's a lot of good vegetation out here. Even though there's weeds out here, they're still good for the cattle. So.
It's great for cows.
Cows get different sources from each plant.
And then you want to talk about the difference between, so the clover feeds the what? But you're getting too far from me.
And this is chicory. They'll eat that too.
He's in his element, guys.
The clover produces nitrogen, and then the nitrogen feeds the grass. So basically, the clover's here, and the grass is feeding off of it.
What's this? What's that? A weed?
I don't know, weed.
Are you
this is orchard grass, which is late term. See how brown it is? The cows didn't get it on the first time around,
and
but it will seed.
And bring more.
Seeds.
And bring back more. So I wish I would have had video of what this ground looked like in 2017, 2018. When did we get it?
2018.
18.
We
started, and we had to clear the whole. There was nothing.
Actually, I think where the yearlings are at, we started clearing summer of 17 or 18. Summer. The
17. We baled it, didn't we? In 18.
I think we baled it 18.
We'd have to go back and look.
I think we built it in 18, but we started clearing. I think we cleared. Didn't we clear off some in 17 or not?
I think so. It took us a very long time to get to what you guys are seeing now. It was nothing.
It was basically a year.
It took us a year, and then actually, really, it's taking us 3 years to get it to this level.
Basically 100 acres.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't. We didn't do the whole thing. Some of the creeks in that, which some of that alfalfa fields in that.
So our bottom alfalfa, you can't count that.
No. I'm surprised how this came back though. We've probably grazed this twice already this year.
The thing is, guys,
maybe 3 times.
If you all want to do something like this, there are programs. Very dirty, sorry. There are programs for you guys. You guys just look it up, whether it's cattle or sheep or goats or pigs. There are different programs out here that will support what you all want to do as first-generation farmers, first-time farmers. Obviously, we're first-generation farmers in the technical sense with how it's all labeled. But because of those resources and how hard we work, this is our happy spot. And someday we're going to be able to share it with the kids, which technically we share it now with the kids anyway, because everything we're doing is for them. to someday have. Don't you jump in that. Don't you. Oh my God. Don't you go swimming. He thought about it real hard. Mommy said, don't do it.
See, okay. For sure, I showed you that I planted orchard grass right here.
Yeah.
Because I can't, you can kind of see I made a round right there, like a round. Okay. There's no orchard grass.
No orchard.
So, yes, the seeds are there. They may not come up right now. You might see them next year. I don't know. But just
gamble.
because you plant there doesn't mean grass seed is different. It's not like corn and beans. It could take next year to come up.
I don't know. I know I got real frustrated with the whole teff. And it actually looks really good.